Good morning, or whatever time you're joining me. This reading's for Saturday, May 11th. Oh my goodness, I have forgotten to warn you every day this last week about Mother's Day, and hopefully she lives close by, and you can just bring some flowers over if you don't already have a gift. Flowers or a plant or anything, or a sweet card, or how about both? Sweet card and flowers, or plant. What is it that we need to know? What do you guys most need to know for today? Oops. It was reversed when it flipped over, I noticed. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands reversed, Three of Swords reversed, and the Hierophant. This is an interesting combo. So with the with this guy reversed, it's kind of going nowhere fast. It's a card of, all the knights are fire, and then this would be the element of fire because it's the the Knight of Wands. But it could also be. So it could be the Aries, Leo, or Sag, any fire sign. But the fire element gets things done quickly, and it's usually very, passionate and movement-oriented, of course. And especially with the knights, all the knights are of the movement principle. So there's that. So there's a lot of movement, except when it's reversed. Now, you don't have to read it as a complete reversal. It can just be kind of like sideways, sometimes. But it's just not upright. That's about the best way I can describe that. So the energy and the passion and the action that would come through, and maybe some travel plans, there's delays. We have delays and we have frustration. But we do need to just focus on the long-term goal when this card comes through reversed. It can be just some impulsiveness, but, when it's upright, so when it's reversed, maybe there's a lack of impulsiveness, and I think that that's a good thing. But, yeah, we just have to be careful of scattered energy and things like that. Also, it's a good card for when it comes to reverse. It's the warning about overdoing, being careful about overdoing. Now, if Mother's Day has snuck up on you and you're going to be late with the present, with the gift, with the Three of Swords, know that you will be forgiven. Right? This is our Saturn and Libra card. We had it earlier in the week in the upright position. And it may be, now there could be another separate message coming through that doesn't have anything to do with Mother's Day, because maybe your mother's already crossed over like mine has. And for most of us my age, of course, that's, well, not always though. It depends. If you had a young mom, she could still be with us. But anyway, the other message I'm getting here is that it's very possible that the impulsiveness of the past has been forgiven, and this might have to do with a teacher who, maybe was a little challenging that you dealt with in school, and it's somebody who's kind of always bugged you. This is usually an authority figure, but it's my teacher card. The Hierophant, the keywords for this card are, it's like, you're the group in the conforming tradition, and most of all, I see this card as a person's belief systems. So there could be forgiveness that comes through because you realize that somebody in the past was just impulsively coming from what they thought was the right way to be, and they were a little too forceful, and now there's some resolution that's come through. The Three of Swords reversed, our keywords with this card has to do with releasing pain, and now there's optimism, and like I said, the forgiveness. Sometimes this card, when it comes to reverse, is a card that has to do with a major illness, and sometimes there's like a battle going on within the body. Sometimes this is a card of war as well. In the old text, I remember that was the case. And if it is something like that, we're talking a religious war, religious battles. Yeah. So maybe there's some halt of the energy. I try to keep, my intention is always to get a personal message for you, but the one yesterday sure looked like it was about Trump. This one looks like it could be about the war in Gaza, where there's some delay going on there, which would be a good thing with that war, like to stop it. This could be like a peace talk coming through, or I'm sorry, what would you call that when they I can't remember the word, but when there's a halt for a reason. You guys will fill me in. I know you will, and I appreciate it. But yeah, that's a real possibility for today. I mean, even if we just take the face value of the artwork, we have the both hands up, and he's saying, like, listen to me, I know the way, that kind of a thing. And these are his disciples, and he's got the keys to the freedom, or keys to. It's like it can be the Pope that has the keys to getting into the king's palace, and them working together, and we all know how that turned out. There needs to be a separation of church and state when we have this card, of course. So I don't know. Maybe there's something that comes through with Scrotus today. No, it's a Saturday. They have been known to drop things on Friday nights, so that's a possibility. Interesting. We'll just have to see. But when it comes to, let's make sure that I give you the message for you personally. This card seems to be about forgiveness as to impulsiveness of the past, and now that you have your belief system intact, and you know that you do not ever need, or should you have, a middleman for you to make your spiritual decisions, or to be like your moral guiding compass. No, the heck with that. It's about you don't even need to know any rules or laws or spiritual laws or anything. Everybody has their own guiding compass in their heart, and they know what's good and what's right and what isn't. Basically, we don't hurt other people. We don't control other people, right? As adults, anyway. So, yeah. I really like the Light Seers Tarot better when it comes to the Hierophant, because he's sitting there knowing that he has the keys to his freedom inside his core, and it doesn't. He doesn't need any outside authority. So letting go of any outside authority will release you and release any issues in the heart. And I think that that's a good thing to not be impulsively involved with any of this. So many people they want to glom on to the rules, thinking that they'll be safe, like society knows what to do, and everyone else knows more than me, kind of a thing. Nah. The older you get, the more you realize no. So, okay. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Okay, take good care, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.